Egotistical characters. Hate them, love them, whatever. What's important is that they stick out in your mind. I personally love these types of characters. You know, Madara, Escanor, Vegeta. I mean, Ultra Ego is pretty self-explanatory. But when it comes to the thematic concept of ego, what it means to be an egoist in pursuit of ambition, well, I don't think anything compares to Blue Lock. Editor, cue the animation. Blue Lock's concept is simple. It's Battle Royale soccer, built into a continuous bracket of tournament arcs until the best of the best are molded into the ideal striker. And who's molding these lumps of talent? Ego. No, seriously, that's his name. But in general, I think it taps into the core of what Blue Lock is all about. Egoism. In competitive environments, once you maximize skill and physical ability, the significant difference between the winners and the losers is mindset. The GOAT of contenders always have a strong ego, the supreme belief and confidence in their ability. For instance, you could argue that Goku is a highly egotistical character because of his unwavering confidence when he confronts an opponent. Well, that's the mindset of every significant character in Blue Lock. Their motivations are based off individual self-interest, not collective team effort. Which is why Blue Lock completely subverts the expectations defined in sports anime and manga. They typically revolve around a school setting, constructed around the notion that teamwork makes the dream work. And even I can't deny that there's a level of truth here, but Blue Lock discards the team mentality in pursuit of egoism and individual success. Now, many disagree with this concept. World-renowned soccer superstar Lionel Messi has stated before that when the year starts, the objective is to win all with the team. Personal records are secondary. But with that same token, Messi also holds the record for the most goals in La Liga and the highest official recorded assists in football history. So there's a slight contradiction in his statement. Although the objective for the team to win is designed through collective effort, the motivation driving Messi and every other player forward is their selfish ego. The belief that it is their right to stand at the top of the league. And in the Blue Locker environment, everyone shares the same ideology: to be the best, to win selfishly, and pursue ego. Others will fall in the process. Someone's dream has to be sacrificed. And in general, I've seen many complain about this selfish aspect of the manga. But it's the most essential component when it comes to performing in your sport and winning, because it reflects reality and applies to many aspects of life. Despite if you play on a team, you're your own individual player at the end of the day. You're inherently guided by your self-interest and ego. That's why I think a unique moment in Blue Lock is when Asagi discovers his addiction to winning. He actively enjoys watching the dreams of others crushed by his victory. It's definitely a bit twisted, but I think many professionals who shared this type of spotlight would feel the same. None of the World Cup winners in football would be World Cup winners if they didn't have an ego. If they were lukewarm but still talented players, they would crumble under the pressure. In the power of great ego, people get devoured. Egoism must come at the cost of teamwork. Now, that's not to discount the importance of collective effort, but having a team of egoists who are all hungry to score will be a lot more dangerous than a team banding together in the name of friendship. That's why the best offense makes the greatest defense. Now, obviously, having a large ego is a double-edged sword, and when your reach exceeds your grasp, you're writing checks at the bank that you can't cash. There's a massive difference between having a GOAT mentality and straight up delusion. Cough cough Logan Paul. When consumed by ego, you believe that you are the protagonist of your own life. But when you walk past that fine line, you start treating others like side characters in your story. It's necessary to control your ego, allow it to guide you, but not at the detriment of your self-awareness. While you may see yourself as the protagonist, so does everyone else. Everyone is a main character who supports one another. And I think Blue Lock encapsulates this notion perfectly with none other than Naruhaya. In many ways, he fits the bill of the tragic shonen MC living in a family that lost their parents, where he and his sister have to take the responsibility to raise their young siblings. His motivation for becoming the most fantastic striker is exceedingly noble, to create a better life for his sister and his family. He even has a symbolic item to motivate him and remind him of his dreams, and despite all that, he loses. He may have played a supporting role in Isagi's dream, but Naruhaya is undoubtedly the protagonist of his life. With that same token, we also have Kunigami. Now, I won't go too much into his development as it's manga spoilers, but he changes dramatically as a consequence of his ego, experiencing a much darker version of himself and selfishly straying away from who he is. But Isagi is different. Every character has a special skill. For Bachira, it's his dribbling. For Chigari, it's his speed. Nagi, ball control. And for Itoshi Rin, well, it's everything. I mean, this guy's just the GOAT, what can I say? But for Isagi, it's his adaptability, and his instincts define him as an egoist, and therefore, he devours everyone in his path. Because he believes that he will be the greatest in the world, he stands out among the rest. And to live in any competitive environment, understand that it's a cutthroat competition built upon the back of a meritocratic society. With Isagi as our protagonist, the lens that we are experiencing the narrative through, Blue Lock highlights that if you have a dream, an ideal of who you should be, you must follow through on your motivations and transition that goal into reality. In order to be the best, allow your ego to drive you forward. Learn, perform, manifest, and become even better. Can't believe I got this from a damn anime about soccer.